Introduction to Pitch Deck Psychology. Welcome to our exciting series on the psychology behind pitch decks. In today's funding landscape, understanding the psychological dynamics at play during a pitch can make all the difference between success and failure. Over the next several episodes, we'll explore the intricate mental interactions that occur between founders and investors, aiming to equip founders with the insights they need to thrive in the often daunting world of pitching. Understanding the founder's mindset. Let's start by diving into the founder's mindset. For many, pitching is a highly emotional experience characterized by a mix of excitement, passion, anxiety, and sometimes fear. Founders are typically deeply invested in their ideas, as these concepts often emerge from personal experiences or visions that they believe can challenge the status quo. However, entering a room of potential investors can be intimidating. Founders may grapple with self-doubt, wondering if their passion translates to value in the eyes of the investors, or if their ideas will appear as just another pitch among countless others. It's crucial for founders to recognize these feelings and prepare themselves mentally to overcome them by adopting a positive and confident stance. The investor's perspective. Switching gears, let's examine the investor's viewpoint. Investors approach pitches with a lens of scrutiny and critical assessment. They are trained to identify opportunities, risks, and threats in whatever is presented before them. Their goal is to maximize returns and minimize risks, which often leads them to exhibit skepticism towards even the most compelling ideas. Investors are constantly weighing the potential value of the pitch against their experience and intuition. When investors sit across from a founder, they are not just evaluating the proposal but also assessing the founder's credibility, resilience, and ability to execute the vision. This stark contrast in mindset between the two parties creates an engaging yet complex environment. The power dynamics in the room. Now, let's talk about the power dynamics at play in the pitch room. There is an inherent dissonance between the needs of the founder and the position of the investor. Founders are in a position where they need something, funding, to embark on their dream or project, while the investor commands the capital needed to make that happen. This creates a relative imbalance of power where the founder may feel they are at the mercy of the investor's judgment. In reality, it's essential for founders to understand this dynamic so they can strategically navigate it, rather than allowing it to overwhelm them. The inferior position of the startup. Unfortunately, this power imbalance often places startups in an inferior position. Founders might find themselves in a mental state of supplication, feeling that they need to win over the investor to secure funding. This can lead to an inability to assert their ideas confidently or to negotiate terms that reflect their value. When the stakes are high and funding is on the line, it's easy to focus solely on appeasing the potential investor rather than standing firm as a business leader. This inferiority complex can be detrimental, making it harder for founders to convey their value proposition effectively. Control. Investor versus founder. Control is a significant aspect when it comes to the pitch process. Investors are traditionally seen as holding the cards, dictating the pace and rhythm of the meeting. Founders may inadvertently relinquish power by overly accommodating investors' preferences or by focusing solely on what the investor wants to hear. Recognizing that they, too, have a voice in the conversation is crucial for founders. It's essential for them to understand that they are not just seeking a favor but are also presenting an opportunity that can benefit the investor greatly. Reversing the psychology. Strategies for founders. Now, let's explore how founders can reverse this psychology. The first step lies in cultivating a mindset of self-belief and assurance in their own capabilities and the uniqueness of their ideas. Founders can employ various strategies to reclaim their narrative. For instance, they should prepare thoroughly, anticipate questions, and rehearse their presentations to ensure they can deliver their message clearly and powerfully. Practicing assertiveness can also aid in building confidence. Rather than simply seeking approval, founders should focus on showcasing their potential for substantial return on investment. Becoming the master of the room. To truly master the pitch room, founders must enter with the attitude of an expert in their field. They possess insights that investors may lack, and that wisdom can significantly sway the decision-making process. By demonstrating a deep understanding of both their business model and market trends, along with potential returns for the investors, founders can shift the balance of power back to themselves. It's essential to position themselves not as desperate seekers of capital but as capable leaders who are ready to lead their ventures to success with or without the investors' backing. The art of storytelling in pitching. One powerful tool in reversing the dynamics is storytelling. Storytelling allows founders to create an emotional connection with investors, making their ideas more relatable and memorable. By framing their narrative in a way that illustrates real-world applications and potential impact, founders can effectively engage their audience. A well-told story can resonate on a human level, allowing investors to see themselves in the journey of the startup, which can make them far more inclined to support with funding. Practical tips for effective pitching. In terms of practical tips, founders should remain concise and focused during their presentations. Highlighting key points that convey the business's value and unique selling propositions is essential. Founders should also prepare to address potential challenges head-on and express how they plan to overcome them. Clarity is key. The more straightforward the presentation, the easier it is for investors to grasp the pitch and its merits. Always leave room for questions, as these can lead to deeper insights and a more engaging interchange with their audience. Building relationships with investors. Building relationships with investors extends beyond the pitch itself. Establishing trust and rapport with potential investors can lead to meaningful partnerships that foster collaboration long after the presentation is done. It's vital for founders to engage in follow-up conversations, networking events, and personal interactions that reinforce their commitment and passion, which can make investors feel more connected to the venture they are considering. Conclusion and next steps. In conclusion, understanding the psychology behind a pitch deck is an invaluable skill for founders looking to secure funding and collaborations. The journey through this series aims to empower every founder to reclaim the narrative of their journey and emerge as confident leaders in their respective fields. As we continue this journey together, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our LinkedIn newsletter. This series will provide practical insights and actionable strategies to help you master the art of pitching and own the room like never before.